Global press freedom hit its lowest point in 10 years, according to the Press Freedom Report 2015 released by Freedom House. The report, which surveyed a total of 199 countries and territories, indicates that only 32% were rated free, 36% partly free, while 32% were ranked not free. The report was released at the National Museum in the U.S. capital, Washington, D.C.
Only 1 in 7 people live in countries where coverage of political news is robust, journalist safety is guaranteed, and state intrusion in media affairs is minimal.
According to the report, there was a growing number of journalists killed in line of duty, especially those who covered the war in the Middle East.
Are being kidnapped, tortured, and killed as the high-profile targets of violent extremists. We tell the stories here of the American freelance journalists James Foley and Stephen Sotloff, both of whom were murdered in 2014 by ISIS terrorists in Syria. We also feature Austin Tice, another American freelancer who's been missing since 2012 after being kidnapped. In many countries, journalists are jailed for just trying to do their job.
Uganda in particular was ranked as partly free, just as its neighbors Kenya and Tanzania. Burundi and Rwanda were declared not free. Some members of the Senate now want the United States to do much more in protecting journalists around the world, especially in countries where there is no freedom of the press.
As it relates to urging the President and the Secretary of State, we urge them to push foreign governments to, quote, conduct transparent investigations and at the same time to seek adjudications of the perpetrators of attacks against journalists.
Eurasia suffered the largest regional decline in the last 10 years. Although Europe enjoys the highest level of press freedom, its average score registered the second largest decline. The United States, Canada, and Australia are among other countries where journalists experience freedom of the press as a right. Solomon Serwanja, NTV, Washington, D.C.